Good afternoon and welcome to TVM News. Today is Friday, February 2nd. I'm Hannah Weaver.
And I'm Brianna Ryan. This week we'll bring you the latest on the Scranton School Board budget cut.
We also have a recap on President Trump's State of the Union address.
And we'll check in with TVM sports anchor Nicolo Manzo to find out the latest happening in the world of sports. An on-campus investment account called the Pacer Fund has exceeded $800,000 in total worth. The fund is managed by a group of finance students and started 11 years ago with $25,000. The group disclosed its latest figures at the annual Pacer Fund report. The profits will be invested into the fund for capital growth and go toward improvements to Marywood's business department.
The Student Government Association's Vice President's Committee is installing new campus signs. The signs will be placed outside buildings, and directories will display updated maps of campus with the completion of the Learning Commons and amphitheater. The Student Government Association members voted last week to approve the funds for the signs.
A new exhibition in the Maslow Gallery uses moving images to display artwork. The Make-Believe exhibition opened last week and generates a dialogue between works in the Maslow collection and artists working with the moving image. The exhibition uses photography, drawing, painting, printmaking, and conceptual practices from several decades.
Marywood-University is dedicating a new space for an honors program lounge. The space became available last semester when the Tutoring Center and the Offices of Retention and Advising, Career Services, and Disability Services were moved to the Learning Commons. The lounge is located on the second floor of the Liberal Arts Center in room 223. The grand opening was held last Thursday.
Two communications professionals share their stories with Marywood Communication Arts students. WNEP's Julie Sidoni and Tribal Media's Crystal Adcroft spoke at a joint induction event last week. The two industry members shared with those in attendance the importance of mentorship in the communications industry. The ceremony was held by the university chapters of the Society for Collegiate Journalists, Public Relations Students Society of America, and the American Advertising Federation.
Students are learning the importance of networking online. The Student Government Association held a free LinkedIn 101 workshop for students on Wednesday in the Learning Commons. The workshop covered LinkedIn basics and provided information about having a professional online presence.
Marywood students are seeing major changes to their Facebook feed. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg said Monday the social media platform will show more local news stories. He explained anyone who follows a local news source will see more stories on their feed in an attempt to increase community awareness. Marywood Publications Director Cheryl Suchuku commented on the new changes.
I think it's a good approach in that it encourages meaningful connection, which is what we all want. But then again, Facebook is just one social media platform. There are others. And I think that if you're trying to make meaningful connections with your constituencies, you have to do it on more than one level.
An earlier press release from Facebook explained that the social media platform is changing its post-ranking system to put more of a focus on conversations from family and friends. Facebook said that the change may affect traffic to pages depending on their audience.
A state representative will not be seeking re-election. Find out who after this.
TVM News is sponsored in part by Bella Spazio Salon and Day Spa located in Scott Township. Bella Spazio offers a variety of salon and beauty services. Check out Bella Spazio Salon and Day Spa on Facebook or go to bellaspaziospa.com.
What this place needs is better graduation rates.
What this place needs is less childhood obesity.
What this place needs is free help with taxes.
What this place needs is healthy breakfasts.
What this place needs is fitness programs for kids.
What this place needs is early readers.
What this place needs is mentors for teens.
What this place needs is people to join us. What this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea. since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
I dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher or a reality TV star.
I dare you to stand up here.
To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration.
An innovator.
To be a teacher.
Think you can change my life?
Make me excited about science like you.
Have a career that really means something?
Then do it.
I dare you.
Welcome back to TVM News. The Scranton School Board is cutting employees. The board voted last week to lay off 51 teachers to help close the deficit in the annual spending plan. The school board held a vote last Thursday night that determined the firings. 28 tenured teachers and 23 non-tenured teachers will be let go before September of 2018. Even with the layoffs, the school district still faces a $4.5 million deficit. Members of the audience pleaded for the board to reconsider its vote.
There are fewer potholes in Scranton. The Central Scranton Expressway outbound lane was closed to traffic last Friday for pothole repairs. Scranton police directed the traffic while PennDOT maintenance crews filled the potholes. Short-term rolling roadblocks restricted traffic on the inbound lanes near the double yellow line where there are no concrete medians. The work was completed that same day.
State Representative Kevin Haggerty is finishing his term before searching for another career. Haggerty said he will not run for re-election after he missed 300 state house votes and his wife saw a protection from abuse order. He said he would like to work with at-risk kids after leaving office.
A couple is facing charges of theft and forgery after stealing funds from their own ambulance association. Gerald and Dorothy Dennis turned themselves in last week after a state audit found discrepancies with dozens of checks made out to the couple. The Jefferson Township Ambulance Association is out nearly $70,000 from the couple's theft. They face 200 theft and forgery accounts each and are currently released on bail.
A former automotive instructor at Career Technology Center in Lackawanna County has pleaded guilty to 11 counts of indecent assault. Richard Humphrey was first charged in May when accused of sexual assault by 7 boys between the ages of 16 and 18. After his arrest, 4 more students came forward. Humphrey has been suspended from the school.
The Lackawanna County transit system is being environmentally friendly. All new buses for the COLT system will run on compressed natural gas. Only one COLT bus now runs on that fuel, but COLT ordered another 6 that will arrive this summer. COLT will gradually convert its entire fleet to natural gas.
The Albright Memorial Library is getting an upgrade. The library will reopen soon after interior renovations to add new flooring, a circulation desk, additional lighting, and restrooms. The library was expected to reopen in late December, but complications pushed back the timetable. The project cost $500,000.
There's a new sanctuary for teenagers in the Harry and Jeanette Weinberg Human Services Building in downtown Scranton. I was there to cover it. The new NEPA Youth Drop-In Center in downtown Scranton is officially open. For TVM News, I'm Brianna Ryan here at NEPA's new Youth Drop-In Center where teens are coming here after school. The center features places to eat, do homework, and even take a nap. The center also provides clothes to teens who need it. Volunteer Barb McGee talked about why she started volunteering at the center.
I'm a teacher, a retired teacher, and so I just wanted to help out kids.
McGee described what she hopes the center will provide for teens.
A safe, secure, educational place for kids to come.
Executive Director Maureen Gray came up with the idea for the center after working with teens who would not come out as gay to their parents because they feared getting kicked out of their house. She talked about the impact that the center has made on the teens in the community.
What I hope we accomplish is to create a space where every teen knows they're safe, they're welcomed, we're friendly, we're helping.
The center is funded by private donations.
We've been told
by other kids, that there are kids doing their homework now who haven't done it all year, who are doing it now. That's huge in my mind.
The Free Center is open to teens from 3 to 9, Monday through Friday. For TVM-News, I'm Brianna Ryan.
Scranton City Council is seeking ways to help rejuvenate the city. Council will hold an informal idea session where forward thinkers and city stakeholders can brainstorm ways to help improve the Scranton area. The first session is scheduled for February 22nd in City Hall.
We'll be right back with a recap of Trump's State of the Union address, but first, here's your 7-day forecast.
TVM-News is sponsored in part by Bella Spazio Salon and Day Spa located in Scott Township. Bella Spazio offers a variety of salon and beauty services. Check out Bella Spazio Salon and Day Spa on Facebook or go to bellaspaziospa.com.
I dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher. Or a reality TV star.
I dare you to stand up here.
To call the shot.
To be a role model.
An inspiration.
An innovator.
To be a teacher.
Think you can change my life?
Make me excited about science like you.
Have a career that really means something?
Then do it.
I dare you.
What this place needs is better graduation rates.
What this place needs is less childhood obesity.
What this place needs is free help with taxes.
What this place needs is healthy breakfast.
What this place needs is fitness programs for kids.
What this place needs is early readers.
What this place needs is mentors for teens.
What this place needs is people to join us. What this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Thank you for tuning in to TVM News. President Trump hailed what he called a new American movement in his first State of the Union address Tuesday night. Trump made a plea for the kind of bipartisan cooperation that has been in short supply during his first year in office.
Tonight, I call upon all of us to set aside our differences, to seek out common ground, and to summon the unity we need to deliver for the people. This is really the key. These are the people we were elected to serve.
He also commented on the strength of the American people in times of hardship.
Over the last year, we have made incredible progress and achieved extraordinary success. We have faced challenges we expected and others we could never have imagined. We have shared in the heights of victory and the pains of hardship. We have endured floods and fires and storms. But through it all, we have seen the beauty of America's soul and the steel in America's spine.
Trump announced in his speech that he will sign an order to keep Guantanamo Bay open. Massachusetts Congressman Joseph Kennedy III delivered the Democratic response, saying he spoke for, in his own words, Americans who feel forgotten and forsaken.
As if the parent who lies awake, terrified that their transgender son or daughter will be beaten and bullied at school, is any more or less legitimate than a parent whose heart is shattered by a daughter in the grips of an opioid addiction. So here is the answer the Democrats offer tonight. We choose both.
More news is breaking with the investigation into possible collusion between Russia and President Trump's campaign. Trump allegedly tried to fire special counsel Robert Mueller. The New York Times reported last week that Trump ordered Mueller fired only 1 month after he was appointed. Mueller was hired in May to investigate links between the Trump campaign and Russia. Trump continues to deny the allegation, calling it fake news. White House Legislative Affairs Director Mark Short commented on the claim.
I'm not familiar in any conversation I've had with the president ever intimating he wanted to fire Robert Mueller.
2 senior officials at the United Nations are in hot water after reports of alleged sexual harassment came to light. Mike Lorenzen and Luis Lores are being investigated after 15 current and former female UN staffers said they had experienced harassment or assault in the past 5 years.
3 victims' rights and women's rights groups are suing Education Secretary Betsy DeVos, who rescinded Obama-era regulation on how campuses should handle sexual assault cases. The organizations claim the new rules discourage victims from reporting sexual assault. They also claim the rules discriminate against accusers and violate federal law. The Department of Education declined to comment.
Pressure from the head of the Olympic Committee is forcing the 20-member USA Gymnastics Board to resign amid the sexual abuse scandal with national team doctor Larry Nassar. Luana Simon also resigned as president of Michigan State University. The university employed Dr. Nassar for decades. State and federal investigations want to know how much the college knew of his behavior. Michigan Attorney General Bill Chouette spoke about the investigation.
That a full and complete investigation of what happened at Michigan State University from the president's office down is required. Now, this investigation is and will continue to be independent. It will be thorough. It will be transparent. And it will be prompt. My department in this investigation will find out who knew what and when, who took action, who failed to take action, what did or did not happen, and what should have.
The 15-year-old boy accused of killing 2 classmates and injuring 18 others at Marshall County High School in Kentucky has been charged with murder and assault. The teenager is being held as a juvenile as authorities gather more evidence to potentially try him as an adult.
2 cameramen are suing NBC and Roots bandleader Questlove for $2 million, alleging Questlove urged the network to fire them from the Tonight Show last summer because they are white. NBC terminated Kurt Decker and Michael Cimino in June after learning of a group text exchange that included use of a racial slur. According to their attorney, Decker and Cimino received the text in question from another crew member but did not respond. It is not known if any other staffers were involved in the group chat.
The end of the world may be getting closer. The Doomsday Clock is a symbolic timepiece scientists use to project humanity's possible annihilation. The clock is now 30 seconds closer to midnight than last year's time. The Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists says the group has enough reasonable concern to set the time at 2 minutes until midnight. They cite North Korea's nuclear program and discord between U.S. and Russia as 2 reasons for the move. The last time the clock was moved this close to midnight was in 1953 during the Cold War.
In lighter news, we'll be checking in with TVM sports anchor Nicolo Manzo for the latest happening in sports when we come back. Stay tuned.
TVM-News is sponsored in part by Bella Spazio Salon and Day Spa located in Scott Township. Bella Spazio offers a variety of salon and beauty services. Check out Bella Spazio Salon and Day Spa on Facebook or go to bellaspaziospa.com.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
We got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt. There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back to TVM News. Let's check in with TVM sports anchor Nicolo Manzo from Marywood Sports. So Nicolo, what are the playoff odds for Pacers basketball?
Well, Hannah, there's still a good chance for both men's and women's teams to make it into the CSAC playoffs, but I think it's going to go right down to the wire.
Oh, really? Let's hear about it.
Well, the playoff push is on as the regular season winds down for the men's and women's basketball teams. The men started the week on the wrong foot with an 82-60 loss to Rosemont College last Saturday. Rosemont scored 27 points off of Pacers turnovers. Guard Tip Schwartz led the Pacers with 18 points. Wednesday night saw another disappointment for the Pacers as they fell to Newman 84-64. Schwartz again led the Pacers with a 21-point effort. Schwartz was named to the CSAC honor roll for a fourth time this season. The men currently sit 2 games back in the loss column for a playoff spot. On the women's side, the Pacers came up short against Marywood-University on Wednesday. Junior guard Gab Giordano netted Marywood 15 points, but the Pacers' comeback bid fell short against the Newman Knights. They put up 69 points to the Pacers' 62. The women's team is now 4th in the CSAC standings behind Gwynedd Mercy. Marywood-University is welcoming 3 new members into its Athletic Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame's 22nd class includes Dr. Art Comstock, Megan Hakes, and Albert Strobel. Comstock is a former Marywood men's tennis coach, while Hakes is a former softball standout for the Pacers. Strobel joins the Hall as a former 3-sport Marywood athlete. Strobel ran cross-country, played soccer, and most notably excelled in men's tennis. The inductees were honored at a campus brunch and at halftime of Saturday's men's basketball game. Building on its previous record-breaking day, the track and field team continued to break more school records at the Muhlenberg College Indoor Invitational. Sophomores Lindsey Gladden and Jake Kraser made the new marks. Gladden set the indoor high jump record by clearing 9 feet 9 3/4 inches. Kraser's record-breaking performance came in the shot put with a toss of 42 feet 4 3/4 inches. Junior Lindsay Ansbro tied the school record in the long jump at 15 feet 11 inches. No team scoring was kept at the event. Both the men's and women's swimming and diving teams are ending their conference seasons on a high note. In the swimming team's last meet in the landmark conference against Juniata College, the men prevailed 167-21, while the women won by a score of 196-47. Junior Mia Nardone delivered a first-place finish in the 200 fly for the women, and junior Jared Labarski and senior Mike Freeman secured the top 2 spots respectively for the men in the 200 individual medley. Senior diver Courtney Snyder continued her impressive season with the first-place finish in the 3-meter dive with a score of 228.20. WWE executive Vince McMahon says he has reimagined football. McMahon held a news conference last week to announce the return of the Extreme Football League. The XFL's first go-around was ill-fated, lasting only 1 season in 2001. McMahon's vision for a reborn XFL differs from the original product that included a WWE-like environment, where cheerleaders were encouraged to date players and some of the generally accepted rules of football were shunned. McMahon says this version strives to be a safer, less gimmicky football league. The XFL plans to kick off in 2020 with 8 teams of 40 players each. The season will consist of 10 weeks with the addition of 2 semifinals and 1 championship game. Roger Federer continues to set tennis records. The great Swiss star became the first man to win 20 Grand Slams with his Australian Open win. Federer bested Croatia's Marin Cilic in a 5-set battle to claim the year's first major title. On the women's side, Caroline Wozniacki defeated Simona Halep in 3 sets to capture her first major title and the first Grand Slam singles title for a Danish player. The win also propels Wozniacki to the #1 ranking. That's all for sports this week. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Nicolo. Grumpy Cat finally has something to smile about. The scowling feline, whose real name is Tartar Sauce, has been awarded over $700,000 in a copyright infringement case. The cat's owner, Tabitha Bundison, sued Grenade Beverage after a deal to use Grumpy Cat to promote a line of coffee grinds went sour. There's no word yet on how Grumpy Cat will spend the winnings.
Well, he's certainly not grumpy anymore.
Let's hope not. That's going to do it for this week's edition of TVM News. From all of us at TV Marywood, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to follow TV Marywood's YouTube page and like the TVM Facebook page to stay up to date on the latest happenings and to watch additional content. I'm Hannah Weaver.
And I'm Brianna Ryan. See you next week.